Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of the Wednesday Awakens. In this episode, my clone talks about video games. I'll talk about the Rise of Skywalker, and George Lucas made a surprise visit to the set for Winterfell, the season premiere of Game of Thrones. Okay guys, first off we're going to start off with me with this topic. Sorry if I skipped it, but here we go. J.J. Abrams made a promise to honor George Lucas's creation. Why a coincidence? I don't think so. But, Ryan Johnson couldn't do it, He ruined Luke, he ruined Leia, and he ruined the new characters. I know if some of you don't like J.J. Abrams, it has been told Disney to give it back to George Lucas. After all, George Lucas is the one who sold it, so, yeah. But I'll see it when I believe it. Speaking of George Lucas, he just happens to visit the set for of course, the episode of Winterfell, the first season of Game of Thrones, which I thought happens to be edited, but that's the real deal. George Lucas has arrived on the set, and of course he is. Of course, David Benioff of DBYs just saw them, and yes, I can't believe it. The creator of Star Wars was on the set of Game of Thrones, while the creators of Game of Thrones will make a transition to Star Wars. And speaking of transition, my clone has a lot. One regard to regard to DICE with season 4 updates, and him regard to Jedi Fallen Order. And that's pretty much it for me. Let's get to my clone. Well, we've already gotten dice, as I am Mr. 46 Photo Adventure. And I'll be talking about, of course, is that Dice is looking at the big picture for finishing for Battlefront 2. Sorry, just a brief, because, I don't know if it'll be finishing Season 3 with... Well, it should finish Season 3 with the Clone Wars, and then it will move on to Season 4 with, of course, The Rise of Skywalker. But they ask if will there be an AI changes run for the arcade? Yes! Yes, of course. Okay, as for Jedi Fallen Order, well, shirts are actually confirmed at Amazon. But, of course, with Jedi Fallen Order, here's first one with Gamer's Evolution. It's a long list, but here we go. From Tyler Trees of GameRevolution.com. And its first topic is, of course... Well, I'll get to the first topic. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order has a grand, but possibly misguided reveal. At the most recent Star Wars celebration since then, a number of interviews and quotes from the teams have revealed plenty of the new information about upcoming action game. It can be hard to keep up with, so we've rounded up all the information in one handy place. Here are the important things you need to know about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Gameplay, system, story, plans for DLC, and more. First topic, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order cast features some big names. Electronic Arts is sparing no expense at developing Jedi Fallen Order. Main character Cal Kestis, will be played by Gotham and Shameless actor Cameron Monaghan, while Mad TV star and veteran voice actress Deborah Wilson will serve as his mentor, Seer. And that's C-E-R-E, not S-E-E-R. Even the droid BD-1 has the huge name attached, and he'll be played by Academy Award winner Ben Burt, who also did sound designs for Star Wars films and voiced R2. Wait, he voiced R2? That's only the announced cast, so expect to see some additional familiar names when the story arrives. Well, I already did Chris. Well, the combat won't be mashy. And yes, Jedi Fallen Order will do the ties. And it won't be a short game because it's confirmed by Stig Gavison. It'll be 5 hours. And the lightsaber will grow on him. And a pre-order bonus and a deluxe edition. And thankfully, no microtransactions. And it won't be super punishing. On the contrary. Okay, Jedi Fallen Order won't have a collector's edition. From Amar Ben Rislan of Segment Next. EA Community Engagement Specialist Jay Ingram and Charlie Mange confirms that there will be no collector's edition for the upcoming action game Jedi Fallen Order. Yep, and Ingram, whatever, or not, fans will get to see a collector's edition for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which Ingram applies. No CE collector's edition for JFO, Jedi Fallen Order. Alright guys, that's good about it for me. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, game over. Alright guys, that's going to be about it for this very short episode of the Wednesday Awakens. Well, there wasn't much to talk about, and also I need a bed of rest for the, because it's raining outside, and also one of my friends is, of course, having an existential crisis, and of course, needed help, and I just wanted to count her, make sure nothing bad happens to her. Yeah, I apologize if there's no music on this. Alright guys, I will see you guys next time, or tomorrow, because it's April Madness. Because we're on the third time we talk about for April Madness. And as always, guys, may the Force be with you. Always.